Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Wait.
Here we go. Hey, watch
12. White. Hey, orbit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch 11. 6.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson, 85 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike spot 4.
A shotgun snap for goal. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Let's go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hurdles over him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 56. Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bravo!
From the gun, here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, I-7.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
21. 12, Alex, here we go. 5.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
11, 21. Hey, team 6.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Gall. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo lets it go for Nelson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is Garoppolo. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out right at the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Now Peterson. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Peterson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Goff now looking to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
11,
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Who's off Horford? 12.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll let it fly for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
80 weapons. 13.
Kill.
Hey, Charlie.
Kill.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, Haywood.
56 is the mic.
I'm on.
Play action. It's gone. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
Out of the gun. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on. 20.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On first down, Goff. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
180. Check 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is gone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
17.
Again, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Wait, 20. Check 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Second down, it's Henderson. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. 12, here we go. 11. Hey, echo.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Alpha.
54. Mike 54.
I got it. Break time.
After the interception, here's gone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Goff now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A toss play. This is Peterson. Tackled that time by Jarquiski Tart. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Here I come.
Hey, exit.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
I got him.
Hey, what? Super. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side, Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To the air again. Goff. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Goff throwing again. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
1st down, here's the run with Peterson. Peterson a 1st down and more. 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's caught, Nelson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, box truck.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Now a desperation. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, 76. 76. 77.
Now gone. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because...
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Value 3, value 3, 12.
Check. Crunch.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.